Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're learning about money and currency in Chinese. You'll learn the words for Chinese money, how to say prices, and some useful shopping phrases. Plus, I'll share how people in China actually use money today. Obviously, this topic requires a basic understanding of numbers in Chinese. So if you need more practice, check out our dedicated numbers video. Let's get started. The official currency in China is called 人民币, which means people's currency. The basic unit is yuan, like dollar. 一元. In daily life, people almost always say 块 instead. 一块 also means 一元. Think of it like bucks in English. Internationally, you might see same symbol as Japanese yen, but different value. CNY, short for Chinese yuan, or RMB, short for 人民币. Chinese money also has smaller units. 角 equals to 1/10 of yuan, like 10 cents. In daily life, people say 毛 instead. For example, 一元五角. Formal, usually used in the bank. Or more commonly, 一块五毛. This is what you will use in daily conversations. There's also 分, like cents, but it's rarely used these days. So to recap, formal speech, 元, 角, 分, everyday speech, 块, 毛. You can add 钱, which means money, after saying the money, but omitting it is correct too. Let's practice. 2块5元8角10块15块钱20元5角钱 In everyday life, Chinese people often round or estimate prices instead of saying every single digit. You can use 多 for a bit more than. Here's an example of what I mean. If something costs 10.80 yuan, people usually won't say 10块8毛. Instead, they'll just say 10多块, a bit more than 10. It's not necessary to be specific with the 毛 or 分because the amount are so small. If it's 52.30 yuan, instead of saying 52块3毛, most people just say 50多块, more than 50. This is very similar to English. Instead of saying it's $10.80, we often just say about $10 or a little over 10. So in Chinese, rounding makes speech faster, simpler, and more natural. To say about, you can use 差不多, more or less, or 大概, around. For example, 差不多10块, about 10 yuan. 大概50块, roughly 50 yuan. Haggling over price is common in China. It's not stigmatized, especially in small shopping markets. In grand shopping malls, the discount and promotions are usually already displayed in the shop. But if you ask the shopping assistants for a discount, they're usually more than happy to talk you through what you could do to save money. Offline shoppings as well as group sale promotions are still very common in China. Here's some useful shopping expressions. 这个多少钱? How much is this? 一共多少钱? How much in total? 太贵了 Too expensive. 便宜一点可以吗? Can this be a little cheaper? Now, something very important. In modern China, electronic financial transactions are almost completely ubiquitous and extremely developed. Most people don't use cash anymore. Instead, they use apps like 微信支付, WeChat Pay, and 支付宝, Alipay. Some useful phrases. 可以刷卡吗? Can I pay by card? 可以用支付宝吗？ Can I use Alipay? 可以用微信支付吗？ Can I use WeChat Pay? If you travel to China today, you will see QR code payments are everywhere. You can scan the QR code in your selected payment app and enter the money to pay. The transaction is usually instant. Once you hear the loudspeaker from the seller saying received X amount, you are free to leave.
微信收款1元。
Alternatively, you can give the seller your payment QR code provided by your payment app, and the seller will do all the payment steps on their end. It's much easier for the customer this way, and is the way you will pay for things if you are unable to navigate or read various Chinese payment apps.
支付宝到账1元。
Thanks so much for watching. I hope this makes you more confident using Chinese for money and shopping. Have a wonderful day, and I see you in the next lesson.